Hello everyone, my name is Beckett and welcome back to the channel. And today in Division 2, we're going to be checking out all the vendors. Everything has reset. We're going to see what you should spend your money on, what you should save for the optimization station. As usual, I'm not going to read out every stat. I believe you guys can all read. But before we get started, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe. And if you like the video, smash that like button. Alright guys, we're at the Washington DC vendor and the first thing we got is actually a very great pickup. It is the Force Multiplier. Now, if you don't have this backpack yet, go ahead and pick this up. Came with skill haste, skill damage, not bad rolls. Just re-roll that skill damage to max. And then it comes with perfect combined arms. Shooting an enemy increase total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. Great if you're using a gun with like in sync or the capacitor, something you know you're always going to be shooting down range. Now, if you're not, I would switch it out and go with a backpack with tech support. Other than that, just a great pickup. Bring it in. Put it in your arsenal. It's something you're going to use a lot, especially if you are a skill build user. Now for the recal library, we have 6% damage to armor. So if you need that, go ahead and pick that up so you can go throw that in your library. Alright, we're over here at the clan vendor and we have the Quiet Roar and it comes with the talent Perfect Overwhelm. Suppressing an enemy grants plus 12% weapon damage for 12 seconds. That thing stacks up to 4. Not a bad gun when you have max rolls or good rolls, but honestly this one is just a pass. We don't really have anything good. We'd have to re-roll that magazine size. So go ahead and pass on that today. Next we have the True Patriot holster. Not a bad roll, nice armor. You can always re-roll that to critical hit chance, critical hit damage, whatever you are running on that. Armor regen. I like running with critical hit and critical hit damage. It's a very fun build to play with. Next we have the Eclipse Protocol mask. Usually I would say just skip on this because if you're using Eclipse Protocol, you're going to want to use the Vile Exotic. Next, we have the Tip of the Spear knee pads. Not a bad roll, mid-tier. You can always get something better, but honestly, not too bad. If you don't have anything to replace that yet and you love using this set, go ahead and pick that up. Alright, we're over here at the campus settlement and we have the Punch Drunk mask. Now this is a very nice mask for those headshot builds. Always comes with 20% headshot damage, but although we don't have that great of rolls on it, you'd have to re-roll that skill damage and optimize the weapon damage. Honestly, I would just wait till you find one in the open world. I feel like I find 1 to 2 every week and I wish I didn't, but it's just the way it goes. So yeah, just skip on this. I'm guaranteeing you will go out and find it. And if you're having trouble, just go farm D&H targeted loot and you're going to find one really quick. All right, we're over here at the theater and we have the Boomstick. Now this is the named double barrel shotgun and it comes with the talent Perfect Pumped Up. Every time you reload, you get plus 5% weapon damage. That stacks up to 10 times. It's going to be very easy to keep this up, and it's a very fun build to run. Although the rolls are just terrible, and just wait till you find something better out in the open world. If you ever get a nice roll, I have a very nice roll. It's very fun to run with Hunter's Fury. It's very fun to run with a lot of different type of builds. It's just one of those things. You just go in, it's a shotgun wedding. All right, we're over here at DZ East, and we have the Darkness. Now, this is the named marksman rifle, and it comes with Perfect Eyeless. Deal 25% damage to blind enemies, and after 3 kills, applies a blind to the next enemy you hit. Not really a big fan of this talent, just because there's not a lot of builds you can make it work with, and it's a lot harder to get people to be blinded than it is to, say, be under other different status effects, say bleeds, things like that, like Ongoing Directive that will pair very well with it, and this is just not a good roll, so I would just go ahead on pass on this. Next we have the Ongoing Directive mask, just mid-tier rolls. Go out and find a better roll out in the open world. Don't waste your resources on this. And then we also have another Ongoing Directive holster, came with mid-tier weapon damage and armor regen. Again, just go ahead and pass on this. A great solo set, but other than that, I would just go ahead and look out in the open world for things like this. Alright, we're over here at DZ South and we have the Glory Days. Now it comes with the talent Perfect Nearsighted, receive 100% stability at the cost of optimal range. You lose about a third of your optimal range, and this is not that great of a roll. And if you're on PC, just pass on this because anyone knows PC, like recoil really isn't a thing. It doesn't matter what weapon you use. It's just a laser beam all the time. Now, when it comes to console, maybe it's a better choice. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really play with a controller anymore, and I feel bad for you guys on console because I heard it is rough out there. Next, we have the Hardwire. Not a bad set if you don't have this yet, but you can always craft it. You don't really have to waste resources on it, but if you're going to pick it up, either skill damage or you could make it into a healing build, but honestly, it's just better off to go out and get that future initiative if you are a healer. Next, we have a Tip of the Spear, another mid-tier role. Just go ahead and pass on that. And then we are on to our last DZ. Alright, we're over here at the last DZ, DZ West, and we have the Rock and Roll Shotgun. Very fun gun to use if you can get a nice roll on it. As you can see, it's not that great, but it has a 30 round mag with this plus 50% magazine capacity. It can be pretty fun, just insane. Just something fun to run with the Hunter's Fury build. It's not like the most optimal thing, but it is probably one of the most fun shotguns to run in the game. Next, we have the Future Initiative gloves, like I talked about just before. If you're looking for a good healing set, pick up the Future Initiative, but I would not waste resources. Just go into the summit. You can pick up the 4-piece. You just can't get the chest or the backpack till you hop into Iron Horse, and then you can bust all that out. Again, you would either just reroll skill haste or repair skills, just depending on what kind of content you are doing. We have another Tip of the Spear, and it is knee pads, and just go ahead and pass on this. This is a mid-tier roll. Nothing else really to look at today, but if you're going to pick up anything from the vendors, go ahead and pick up that Force Multiplier. It is a great buy, and if you still haven't been able to find a Punch Drunk, that one wouldn't be too bad. Just reroll the skill damage. Other than that, if you're looking for other Division 2 videos, we do build videos, tutorials, all the news that you need to know about the game coming up, as well as anything for old players to new players and everything in between. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.